Hey, salutare, ce faci to all my Romanian friends. This is Metatron, welcome to Metatron's Academy. Today is episode 3 of this really fun mini-series where, as an Italian native speaker, I try to see how much I can understand when watching videos in other Romance languages. So we've done Portuguese, we have done Spanish. If you haven't seen those, links in the description. This time I'll remember the links. I promise I'll remember the links. And of course, you requested Romanian, so here we are. Now, is Romanian a Romance language? And the answer to that is absolutely yes. But it is important to say that it's part of a subgroup called Balkan languages. Romanian is quite special in itself as a Romance language because it's the only spoken Romance language in Eastern Europe. And compared to other Romance languages like Italian, Spanish, French, it does have a strong influence, regardless of its Latin roots, from Slavic languages. So, having said that, what happens if an Italian who is completely untrained in Romanian tries to listen to it? Would I understand? Can I get the gist of it? Or will I not understand anything? How about we try it? Just like we did with the other 2 episodes, we're going to follow the same pattern. We're going to watch 3 videos, one of these supposedly being easier because it's actually called Easy Romanian, to test my ability to understand spoken Romanian. After having done that, we will try and test my ability to read and understand Romanian, so my reading and comprehension, from Wikipedia, and we always now traditionally use the Wikipedia page about shields. Also, I hope my Romanian friends appreciate the fact that I put 2 of their flag colors. I only have 2 neons, so I could add red. Okay, so the first YouTuber, his name is Florentin. Let's see how it goes.
Salutare și bine v-am regăsit la un nou episod unde astăzi o să încerc toate aromele de la Mogu Mogu. Ei bine, vă întrebați ce este Mogu Mogu? Unii dintre voi categoric îl știți. Este o...
Okay, so far, it's interesting because when he said salutare, it actually sounded just like an Italian. Then everything else was complete, no idea what he said. It sounds very different from, say, Italian, Spanish. I can tell that there is a strong Slavic influence, but I'm just trying to see if I can recognize words that might be Latin rooted. I mean, definitely they have a lot of those. So let's continue.
Coreană, japoneză, tailandeză, care se găsește prin mai multe țări din astea asiatice, ceva de genul acesta. Și
Okay, finally we're starting to find some words. So coreano, thailandese, japonese, and then asiatici. Yeah, so he's talking about Korean, Japanese, Thai, and then Asian something. Of course, I don't know what the topic of the video is. Mogu Mogu, I have no idea what Mogu Mogu is. That's probably like some kind of probably Korean or Japanese, probably just a Japanese word. But yeah, so that little part I could sort of pick. Let's see what else we can understand.
e un fel de aloe vera. Știți că avem și noi sucurile alea aloe vera cu diferite chestii mai cu jeleu înăuntru sau ceva de genul acesta. Așa că astăzi o să le testez. Așa că, fără alte discuții, apăsați butonul de like, abonați-vă, activați clopoțelul ca să primiți notificare de fiecare dată când postăm și fără alte discuții să vă prezint aromele. Mogu!
So the only thing I understood here was activa, notificare. Yeah, I understand that. Like activate. I imagine he's talking about the bell, notify. Yeah, I understand that, but honestly, I'm understanding like 1%, almost nothing.
Mogu Mogu cu bucăți de cocos și aromă de coacăze negre. Mogu Mogu cu aromă de ananas și cu nata de...
Cu aroma de ananas. I understood that one, with the flavor of pineapple. Oh, that's so cool because that actually sounds a lot close to Italian. Wow! That's so strange because it's a completely different experience from like Portuguese and Spanish because the language sounds very different from the way I usually conceptualize Romance languages and the way they sound. I understand nothing and then boom, I understand something. Like occasionally. Let's see if this continues to happen. See if we can establish a pattern.
Mogu Mogu cu aromă de pepene și nata de cocos. Mogu Mogu cu aromă de zmeură și nata de cocos. Mogu Mogu cu aromă de struguri. Mogu.
So yeah, here I'm understanding Mogu Mogu with the flavor of, but then I don't understand the fruit. So probably the fruit is not similar to the way we say it apart from pineapple.
Mogu cu aromă de fructul pasiunii și cu nata de cocos.
Okay, I just got confirmed to be wrong. Fruto de pasión, so passion fruit. that one was good.
Mogu Mogu cu bucăți de cocos și aromă de căpșuni. Și Mogu Mogu cu bucăți de cocos și aromă de mango. Probabil vă întrebați acum, bă, ce e aia nata de cocos? Nici măcar eu nu știam. Dar am căutat pe Google și mi-am dat seama ce e. O să citesc direct de pe Google.
Yeah, he said mango there, but I mean that's the same in English. Yeah, no, I'm not understanding much. I'm going to do another 20 seconds in this and then we're going to switch to the easy one because I think so far Not so good. Cool language though.
Nata de cocos este sub formă de gel de nucă de cocos, este un aliment translucid asemănător cu jeleul. Deci practic ce vedeți în bidonașele astea este un fel de jeleu, doar că e produs din fermentația apei de cocos. Deci oricum e bun. Ok, fără să mai stăm la discuții, hai să le luăm pe rând. Uite, o luăm așa pe fiecare la rând în parte. Ăsta este cu bucăți de cocos și...
Parte? Part? That one sounded just like Italian, but yeah, I'm not understanding much. Let's switch to the easy easy. Yeah. Whatever. Let's try the easy one and let's see if I can understand a little more.
Salut! Sunt Gia de la Easy Romanian și azi vom merge la oameni în parc să-i întrebăm care sunt locurile lor preferate din țară.
Okay, so she said salut, which I suppose it's hello, and then she says her name de, which I imagine means of. I did hear her say park. That sounded just like English for park. I mean, in Italian we say parco, so I suppose very similar. Okay, I'm a little more hopeful for this one. Let's go. There are subtitles, that's why I'm not looking. And even when I do look, I'm just gonna move it a little bit. Let's go.
Locurile lor preferate din țară.
She just said preferate. I think that means preferred, so favorite. Because in Italian it's preferito. Go.
Ai vreun loc preferat în țară, în România?
Okay. Ai un loc preferate in Romania. Then she said something that I didn't understand, and then in Romania. Of course, in Romania means in Romania. Ai un loc preferate. So loc kind of reminds me of locum in Latin, so place. Do you have a favorite place in Romania? I know she said something else in between that I did not get, but if loc works the same way, in Italian we say luogo, but we do have specific, like more technical language when we say in loco to mean in a specific place. So I think that if that's what I would imagine that's what it means. So that's nice.
Este capătul plajei din Vama Veche, capătul acela cu Bulgaria, și este un loc preferat pentru că este multă liniște și poți să vezi foarte mulți pescăruși sau păsări de astea așa care stau prin zonă, prin habitatul lor natural. Și da.
Natural habitat, I think he said. He did say Bulgaria, but I have no idea what else he said. Nothing.
Da, e marea, care tot timpul mă liniștește. Pot să zic că...
Mara, the sea, because we say mare in Italian, so if you just change one letter, I wish the whole language was just change one letter from Italian and then call it a day. But yeah, I would imagine they're talking about a place. Mara makes sense that it would mean the sea. Watch me be completely wrong.
E puțină lume, e mare acolo cu tine, ai priveliște și pentru răsărit și pentru apus și pentru noaptea să te uiți la stele, e genial.
Ai vreun loc preferat în țară, în România?
Yeah, ai un loc preferat must mean do you have a favorite place, and then something, and then please tell me what that means because I'm getting curious now. And then in Romania, let's see what this guy says.
Nu neapărat, îmi place la munte. Îmi place să merg prin Bucegi.
I think he said he likes mountains. That's my guess.
Aici, de exemplu, aproape de Cluj, ar fi Rimetea.
În România îmi place foarte mult în Cluj sau în Brașov. Am Clujul, ăsta e preferatul meu, cu toate că m-am născut în București, dar prefer mult mai mult Clujul decât Bucureștiul.
Zero. Nothing.
Zona Maramureș. Am fost de câteva ori, splendid. Merită vizitat.
I believe she also said she likes the sea, and then it's splendid. I mean, that one sounded just like English. Okay, so it's a little more though, because I'm hopeful that a few other words that kind of sound like Latin might help. I'm starting to think that if your knowledge of Latin might help you even more than your knowledge of Italian if you're trying to understand this, but yeah.
Este Mănăstirea Bârsana, unde e superb. Și bine, am fost și la Săpânța și așa la cimitirul vesel, dar acolo e frumos. Și este și cascada cailor, e frumos.
Din oraș ai vreun loc preferat, de exemplu, nu știu, un parc, cartier, grădină?
Exemplu, nu știu, that's probably like, for example, that must be the way. It actually sounds really cool. And then she's giving some example, a park.
Da, pot să zic că îmi place foarte mult grădina botanică.
Da must be yes, so in that case I can see the Russian influence onto it, and I suppose like Czech, Polish and other Slavic languages must have a strong influence on Romanian, the way you just went da, must be yes.
Tot readuce aminte și tot te trezești că ești într-un oraș nou.
În centrul Clujului, în piața muzeului, mi se pare cel mai ok, plin de
Museum place, Museum Square, maybe Museum Square.
turiști, de tineret, studenți.
And I think that she's saying that this Museum Square is a touristic place, but it's also a place where school trips go. itinerary. That's what it kind of sounded like.
Acolo simt așa vibe-ul bun, energia. Sau pe cetățuie sus, unde pot.
Is she saying that it has some sort of energy? Because energia means energy in Italian. Watch it mean ice cream in Romanian.
Da, e toată arhitectura și mai ales strada
I believe she said she likes the architecture, and that's it.
Iuliu Măniu, foarte mult îmi place strada aia.
Și în Cluj ai vreun loc preferat? Nu știu, zonă, parc, cartier, orice? Un loc care îți place?
She say a zone, a park, cartier must mean like the Italian word quartiere, which is like a block in a building section. So yeah, she's again giving possible options to once she's asking what the favorite place is. Very nice.
În care te simți tu bine sau ai amintiri frumoase?
Cred că locul preferat în ultimii 2 ani este acasă. Eu stau...
She said that she stayed home for the last 2 years. Hey, wow! I'm actually understanding more than I thought. It's still very little, mind you, but I honestly went into this thinking that I was not going to understand anything. Like never, I didn't think I was going to understand a full sentence. I thought I was going to understand maybe occasional words. So from that point of view, I think my expectation was in fact wrong. What happens is, so far, after these 2 videos, I can occasionally pick a word, but I can also occasionally pick a full sentence, which is really cool. Let's try a 3rd video, but this one, I've got to say, fun. Let's try the 3rd and last video, and then we're going to read from Wikipedia. So as I do with these videos, I also choose one video specifically from youngsters because I want to see if it makes it harder to understand the language when, you know, kids speak. And so in this case, we've got these 2 youths, and they're speaking to each other and to the camera. Let's see if I can make any words.
Salutare tuturor, eu sunt Andra Gogan, iar voi sunteți la Țeapă sau Realitate. Sunt aici cu invitatul meu special, Iulian Lemnaru, pe care îl știți de pe TikTok, YouTube și de peste tot, pe unde l-ați mai văzut.
Okay, so I only understood salutare at the beginning, and then she has like a special guest. She has invited someone.
Pe stradă, în mall-uri, la schi, la mare.
Bun, după cum știți...
Did he say on the street, the sea? I have no idea why. I'm missing much of the context here.
Seria asta a început pe canalul lui Iulian și am zis să postez și eu un episod aici pe canalul meu.
Dar menținem seria exact cum
She said it's an episode on her channel, and that's it.
trebuie să fie, adică în studioul acesta,
Al lui Iulian.
adică camera mea.
Da, exact. Ce vom face noi astăzi sunt life hack-uri de pe TikTok, unde vom vedea dacă videoul este real sau este
o țeapă!
So they watched something on TikTok and they want to see if it's real or if it's fake. How am I understanding this? Am I a wizard? I think I'm a wizard. I'm a wizard. Just add it to my CV, please. Wizard. Warlock. Magician. Go for high mage. I like high mage. Thank you.
Așa că, hai să începem! Hai să vedem primul video pe care l-am ales. Ok.
So she said, first let's watch the video.
Sperăm să-și iasă, așa că, hai să vedem. Ok.
So she said, it looks interesting. I hope it's real. Let's see. That's what she said.
Aici avem baloanele, aici avem ciocolata topită printr-o metodă de lui Iulian.
So they have some chocolate and they have something else. I mean, I can see that they are balloons. I don't know how they say balloons. We would say palloncini in Italian. I didn't understand the word. Okay, so what's so strange? Why is every episode different here? I'm understanding a lot with the way the kids are speaking. In fact, even more, when you compare it to the first video I watched with a guy, I couldn't really understand him, but I do understand them. Why? Why am I understanding kids? Maybe they're not using as difficult words, so that could explain it. Well, if you're Romanian, let me know. And let me know if the first guy was using particularly complicated words, in which case that would explain it. How about we move to Wikipedia now? There we go. Shield, Romania. Shield, Romana. Scut. Yeah, scudo in Italian. It's a little closer to Latin, because in Latin it's scutum. So they lost the vowel, but they do have scutul afterwards, but they maintain the T. Very cool. Scutul I have no idea how to read it, by the way, I'm just guessing. Scutul este o arma folosita in scop defensiv pentru pararea unui atac. Yes, this shield is a weapon, folosita, no idea, in scop defensiv, with a defensive purpose, pentru, I don't know what pentru is, pararea must be to block, because parare in Italian is to block, unui, one, attack, attacco in Italian. Este cunoscut, it's known, inca din millenniul al, I don't know how to read the millennials and centuries, but it's known, I don't know what inca means, and then a thousand and something, din epoca sumeriana, since the Sumerian age. We say epoca as well in Italian, just the same word. Sia fost utilizzat, and it has been utilized. It's interesting that they say fost, because in Italian, particularly in the south, we tend to use this conjugation which is called passato remoto, that kind of reminds me of the way they conjugate the past. Very interesting. Si fosse utilizzato in Occident. Okay, so it was used in the West, and then I don't understand the last part. Cand armele de foc, well, armele de foc is firearms. Lac facut, or facut, I don't know. Invecit. Well, invecit must be invented, so were invented. In present, so in our day and age. Scutul este folosit in special de diferite forte de ordine. Forte de ordine must be law enforcement, because we say forze dell'ordine in Italian. Mai ales, I don't understand what they said before. Mai ales in cadrul manifestatilor violente. So I don't know what he said in the beginning, but he said during violent manifestations or strikes. Sau luptelor de strada, something of the street. Okay, let's try something different, because I kind of know shields, so maybe that's also why I'm understanding. Let's try something completely different. The sea. And let's turn it to Romanian. Mare, so just like Italian. So when they said mara in those videos, it must be because it was conjugated, I suppose. So mare, just like in Italian. Mare est un nume generic, so it's a general term, dat vastelor intinderi, to mean, de apa statatoare, no idea, adansi si sarate, no idea, de pe suprafata pamantului, care de obicei sunt unite cu oceanul printr. Yeah, I only understood ocean here when it's united with the ocean. Se mai numeste mare si o parte oceanului de langatarm. No. Termenul este folosit uneori si pentru la curi sarate mari pracum marea caspica, and I don't understand here. Typologie, these are typologies. Okay, so what I am getting from this is, differently again from the previous videos in Portuguese and Spanish, what's happening here actually is relatively coherent between the way I understand the language when it's spoken and the way it's written, in the sense that the levels are similar. I understand a bit more the written language, but I imagine if a Romanian speaker were to read these out loud, I would still understand. So I think my ability to understand Romanian, of course, is based on the words that are similar and are clearly Latin rooted, but luck, in the sense that if they do start using words that I can't recognize, I don't understand it, but I can understand a few things. So I think it would be like roll a d20 and hope to do anything from 12 onward. That's the impression I'm getting. So if you put me in Romania, I probably won't have a clue of what's going on, but I might be able to understand the crucial aspects of what's being said, so that at least I have an overall idea, in very general terms, of what's being said. And sometimes I won't understand anything, and other times I'll understand a full sentence, or I will know, like it happened with the two kids. If I had to watch that video, I could watch it without subtitles and still kind of follow along and understand what's going on, differently from me trying to do the same thing in a completely different language from a completely different language family. Fascinating, really cool language. Let me know what the next language you want me to do in the comments. And as always, thank you for joining Metatron's Academy.